Your life is your fault. Everything in your life depends on what you've sown. In the book of Genesis 8:22, it says, "As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night, it'll never cease." These are the 4 eternal principles God embedded into creation. So no matter what, these things won't change. Whether you believe it or not, there will always be seed time and harvest. I say this because everything in your life comes from a seed you've sown. For example, if you're overweight, that is the harvest of the seed of overeating or not working out. If you're broke, it's the harvest because you've never given any money, or you've never sown a money seed to reap a money harvest. Because you reap what you sow, if you use an apple seed, you're going to get an apple tree. You can't plant an apple seed expecting to get a lemon tree. If you plant a seed or thought of anxiety, you reap anxiety. Not everything is spiritual warfare like a lot of Christians like to believe. Most of our problems come from things we've sown unknowingly because we didn't understand God's principles for reaping and sowing. Every day we are sowing seeds that will harvest in our lives. So I'm telling you today to sow a good seed for your future. If you sow the seed of working out, you're going to get the harvest of a great body. If you don't have any friends, it's probably because you're unfriendly. Not everybody's jealous of you. Sorry. Be kind. If you want to be popular on TikTok, go sow seeds of likes and comments on other people's TikToks, so when you post a video, you'll reap the harvest. Also, you plant the seed knowing that it'll happen, but it's not going to happen in your time. A lot of the times we plant a seed, and because it didn't happen as fast as we wanted to, we said, oh, this isn't going to work, I quit. And that removed our faith that dug up the seed in the spiritual realm. Think of your life in terms of seed and watch how things get better in your life. In the book of Galatians, it says, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows." So whatever you sow, it is going to come back to you. If you're sowing kindness, you're going to get kindness. If you're sowing lust, you're going to get lust, and you're going to wonder why relationships only want you for sex and never for like long term. It's because of seeds that you've sown in the past. Even when we watch certain TV shows, those are sowing seeds into our life. So if you're watching shows like the news, if you're always watching the news and it's depressing, you're going to be depressed because you took that seed in, and it's going to harvest eventually in your life. A lot of the times we try to blame our situations when, for example, 2 people can have, let's say, an alcoholic father. If he has 2 sons, they can both be in the same household with that alcoholic father. One would turn into an alcoholic, the other one would be sober. And that's because of the seeds they've thought. One of them said, I'm going to be just like my dad. The other one said, I'll never be like my dad. And because of that, they're reaping the harvest of their life. I hope this makes sense, and I hope this gets you on your purpose, because you have to sow seeds into the things that you want and that you want to harvest. That is a natural law of God. Your faith is a seed. That's why God said without faith, you can't do anything, because if you plant the seed of faith and believe that it's going to happen, it will harvest, because that is a law that God put into creation. When God made Adam and Eve, he gave him trees, and from those trees, they had seeds. And he didn't make any more trees because he didn't have to, because he knew that from the seed, Adam could go and make more trees. This is the same thing today. God is not going to make things magically happen for you. He wants you to use his principles and his laws. I hope you get this. Miracles do happen, but that's because of God's grace. A lot of the times, God wants us to know better. He says, my people suffer for lack of knowledge.